I don't know. I don't know. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So for today's video, we're just gonna chill out a little bit and we're going to do a trend that I've been seeing a lot done on YouTube recently. So I've seen people rank old childhood TV shows. I've seen people rank literally the US presidents, YouTuber products, the list goes on and on. But I've decided to rank something that I think we've all been a part of, and they are trends that came about during quarantine in 2020. I think a lot of them sparked because we were so bored in our house.
Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored.
So I've compiled this ranking chart and these are the categories. The first one is 10 out of 10, recommend, love it. The second one is would do again if I had the chance. Third is just meh. The next category is thankful for the experience, but pass. And the last one's no, just no. So basically we're just gonna jump right in and start ranking these things one at a time. Let's go. So the first thing we're ranking is, I think, the one that we've all dealt with the most, which is Zoom. It has definitely made quarantine manageable. I mean, for work, for school, for hanging out with friends, I think Zoom is super helpful. My friends used it all the time to do like happy hours. And while it is way more fun to drink in person and be with your friends in person, it made it better that you could still see your friends even though you had to stay home. So I think just to be safe, I'm going to put this in meh. Just because I think it's a very middle of the road. It's not something I would want to use the rest of my life. So I think meh is like the safe playing field on this one. Next is whipped coffee. This was a trend that came off of TikTok. I truly believe this is thankful for the experience, but pass. And I'll tell you why. It was fun to do once, but the amount of effort it took, and not just because I am lazy, just the amount of effort it took to get a cup of coffee was not worth it. While the aesthetic is pleasing, it wasn't even that good of coffee. Yeah, I'm just thankful that I did it once, but probably never again. This was a classic. So this is the DIY mask making. People started getting really creative making their own masks. So people were cutting up socks. My mom wanted a really protective mask for the first time she was going to the grocery store. And she decided to take a maxi pad. A maxi pad that a woman uses on her period. Yep, she put that in the mask. And you know, a lot of the marketing for these maxi pads, things like that, are breathable. Well, my mom put it to the test and they were not breathable. Don't even ask me where she read to put a maxi pad in your mask. I genuinely have no idea. But that was her first really big fail at a DIY mask. But I just thought this was pretty fun and creative for the time. So I think I would do again if I had the chance. I mean, if I had the time, I think I'd make a few that I would wear constantly. The next one is Among Us. I was introduced to Among Us and just obsessed. Still have it on my phone to this day, still play to this day. So this 100% to me is a no-brainer and is going to 10 out of 10, recommend, love it. I played this game for hours one night and my friends and I sat on, we all FaceTimed one another. I kid you not, like we lost such track of time. I think we played for almost 5 hours, which is so like embarrassingly sad to say now, but it is just so fun. I think this was just such a hit. Okay, so this next one is the whole DIY bleaching. People were just kind of taking sweatshirts, sweatpants, and pouring bleach, spraying bleach on them. I did this during when I tried out the TikTok Trends Challenge. This was one of the big ones at the time. Is there that much to it? I guess honestly, I think I would put it in thankful for the experience, but pass. You literally just wet a sweatshirt and spray it or pour on bleach and it changes the color. Like, oh, it's not revolutionary. It's not something that was like, this is a trend that we need to just keep it running. This is something that you could do at any point in your life if you were just bored and wanted to change up a plain sweatshirt. Next up is the Chloe Ting ab challenge. And Chloe Ting is super in shape, super fit. So you look at her and you're like, girl, if that's what I'm gonna look like in 2 weeks, you know I'm gonna hop on this program. But I don't have abs. They're not there. It's just kind of unrealistic. I think that you are gonna have this 6-pack in 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna put this in no, just no. There are different workout programs. I think there are different workout influencers who have full meal plans, things like that, that go on for a month or longer, that are smarter. But like, I just don't think this deserves like to be such this amazing iconic trend. I don't know if I would necessarily call this a trend, but the resurgence of disposable cameras. You take these photos, you have no idea what they look like, no idea how they're gonna turn out. It's the whole surprise at the end, and then having like these photos of such good memories to then keep with you. I honestly kind of think this ranking's easy. I'm gonna put it in 10 out of 10 recommend, love it. I personally think this is so fun, and I love the idea of having all these photos as we still continue to grow up. So next up we have the classic activity, puzzles, paint by numbers, games. I think this is what kept me a little bit sane. I love puzzles, love the adult coloring books. I played so many board games with my family while I was home. I definitely know what I'm gonna do with this. I'm going to put this in would do again if I had the chance, because they are time consuming. Now that I'm working and life's kind of returned a little back to normal, it's harder for me to find the time to do that.
This you.
Next, we have Tiger King. Boy, oh boy, was this the talk of the town, the hot take. Binge watching was huge during quarantine. Like, you know, Tiger King was such a big deal when Carole Baskin was on Dancing with the Stars.
Carole Baskin killed her husband, whacked him.
If you've never seen this show, I definitely think you should go watch it just because it's insane. I think I'm gonna put this in meh. There are so many good shows on Netflix. Literally give you a list of them. Money Heist, Selling Sunset,
Manhunt, Deadly Games.
Why Was This the One? It was good, but it's not top tier. And the next trend is walking. Oh, so what was like the one trend you really fell into during 2020? You know, I walked. I walked. Think about if while you were stuck in quarantine, you went outside for a walk. Come on. Don't tell me you didn't. I like don't know what to do with it. I mean, I think it's good for you. I think it's healthy. I think right now, because it's cold, it's hard, but I think I'm just gonna put it in 10 out of 10, recommend, love it. I just think we were all like, get me out of the house. And so that was the way we did it. We just went on walks around our neighborhoods or like wherever we could. I think it's needed just to clear our heads, and I think it's a good activity. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this next one. It is at-home haircuts. Everyone was giving themselves haircuts because everything was closed and we were looking crazy. My dad, for example, has always had really short hair. So when his hair started getting really long, my mom was like, what the heck? Personally, my favorite was when my mom cut my brother's hair. She like planned this. She watched videos, she watched explainers. It was nerve-wracking, but it was funny to watch.
It looks magnificent.
But I think I would put this in thankful for the experience, but pass. I do think we should return back to the salons and feel our best selves. I was fortunate enough that Markel, my boyfriend's mom, was a hairdresser before, so she cut mine, she dyed mine, and that was really helpful. This is a new trend. This came right at the end of December. Butt lift leggings. I understand. We girls like the luscious rump, the luscious behind, the luscious booty, but like, these leggings are not it. I think the style is hideous. I think if you want a big booty, work out. I am putting these in no, just no. I think they need to go. These don't do that much for you. It's all about the angle and the positioning of the camera and the way they pose themselves that are making it look bigger. If you bought these, my sincere apologies. You should return them. That's my 2 cents. Sorry. This is the only trend I actually did not try, but something that was huge was baking bread. I think it's just fun, like, to try to make something that you typically go out and buy. I think it's a good idea. I think I'm honestly gonna put this in would do again if I had the chance. I think this is something I would want to try, and I'm kind of sad I never took on this trend. So if you want me to bake this bread, let me know in the comments below. I will try it in one of my next videos. Okay, so Ratatouille the musical, all these people on TikTok came together and put together a whole musical. So someone would write like music and then another person would jump on and sing lyrics to it. Grant me the Ratatouille, the rat of a dream. If it were on Broadway, it would be show-stopping. Hear me out. I know I just hyped it all up. I know I made it sound like if you missed this, you missed out on a life-changing moment, but I'm gonna just put it into would do again if I had the chance. Being that it was filmed virtually, all of this stuff, it was interesting. Like, it was hard to grasp. It was kind of silly at times. It was just the whole virtual aspect was hard to get behind, but I give them props for what they could do with it. So this next one, big December trend, hot chocolate bombs. I don't know if these have been out there in the world before 2020. I don't know why we just thought of them now, if we did. The whole idea that this ball of chocolate holds hot cocoa, holds marshmallows and other stuff on the inside, and then you put it in the warm milk and then it cracks open and then you get the hot chocolate bursting out of it. It's so clever. I have to put this, honestly, I have to put this in 10 out of 10, recommend, I love it. I always was a Swiss mix girl who just poured that in. Why am I 22 just figuring out the good way to drink hot chocolate?
Stop yelling at me!
Last but not least, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. The last trend that I have chosen is TikTok. I know what you're all thinking. I watched this whole video for her to say the last iconic moment of 2020 was TikTok. But let's not lie to ourselves, we know it was. There's dance trends, there's food trends, there's fashion trends. There's so many things. A lot of the trends I've mentioned in today's video literally came from TikTok. So by all the energy and all the excitement you can tell I'm giving towards this app, this is 100% without a doubt, 10 out of 10 recommend, love it, period. We have to thank TikTok kind of for, dare I say it, saving 2020. Honestly, looking at this chart, I'm pretty impressed. Like, I think these are pretty accurate in their ranking. If you don't agree with them, you can comment down below. These trends gave us something to do during a year that was just not the best, if we're being honest. So thank you for hanging out with me in this video. It was a very chill, very easy. Being that I'm someone who really likes new trends and likes to try new things, I felt like this was something that was easy for me to rank. So I hope you liked it, and if you did, give this video a big thumbs up and please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good one. Bye!